In this lecture, let us see about non-deterministic finite automata. Okay, the second automata, which is also called as NFA. Okay, let us see about the definitions as well as the examples related to NFA. Let me go to the definition part. So, NFA, non-deterministic finite automata. So, in non-deterministic finite automata, for each state, okay, that is for each state, there can be 0, 1 or more number of transitions corresponding to a particular symbol. Okay, actually this is the major difference between NFA and DFA. In DFA, in every state has a every state taking input as a symbol, right? For example, if sigma equal a comma b means in DFA, a state, okay, on receiving input A, it moves to only one state. Okay, it moves to only one state. Okay, but in NFA, a state on receiving input, it may be either A or it may be either B. It has the transition of a possible transition. There is no transition. Okay, it is also possible one transition or one or more transitions. Okay, so this is the major difference between NFA and DFA. In the next lecture, I will go to draw a DFA for a particular example. So on encountering those examples, we will learn about DFA in much better. Okay, so next, as usual, the quintuple spark. DFA also has its own quintuple spark as well as NFA also has its own quintuple spark. The same thing, Q, finite number of states or set of states, sigma input symbols, Q initial state, F set of final states, because one or more number of final states are possible for both NFA and DFA. The major difference, and one more major difference between DFA and NFA, transition function. Okay, so here the transition function, here mapping. So mapping the number of states with the input symbols, which gives 2 to the power of q states. Okay, not q, 2 to the power of q. Okay, so this is the difference between NFA and DFA. Okay, next, some additional features on NFA. So what are the additional features on NFA rather than differentiate from DFA? The first one, null. Null means empty string. Okay, null, empty string or null string. Null move is allowed. In NFA, null move is allowed. But in DFA, null, there is no null move. Okay, how it is allowed means it can move forward without reading symbols or input. Okay, so on receiving null, it can move one state to another state without reading symbols or inputs. Okay, so that's the case of null in NFA. Next thing, ability to transmit to any number of states for a particular input. Okay, the same point again is repeated here. Ability to transmit to any number of states, not a single, any number of states for a particular input. On receiving A, it goes to one or more state if possible. Okay, and no transition is also possible in NFA. This is the major difference between these two automatas, both DFA and NFA. But in terms of power, in both NFA and DFA are equivalent power. Okay, so we can't say DFA is better than NFA and we can't say NFA is more powerful than DFA. NFA as well as DFA, both are having equivalent power. Okay, next example number 1. Construct NFA with input with alphabet sigma equal to 0, 1 accepts all strings with 0, 1 as starting string. Okay, so your language should start with 0, 1. What's the first step? The first step, I have to write the language for the given problem statement. So here, starting with a simple string 0, 1, then 0, 1, then after 0, 1, any order can be arrived. Okay, so but the string should start with 0, 1. That's the matter here. Okay, so the next step, you have to draw the NFA. Okay, so draw the NFA. So for Q naught, starting with Q naught, which is the starting symbol, 0 moves to Q1, 1 moves to Q2, which is the final state. Okay, I won't go around after 0 comma 1. So just repeat it. 0 and 1 here is repeated. This is that's enough. This is the actual you are coming to the final stage of construction of NFA. That's enough. But in DFA, after construction of your automata, you should verify the all states, whether all the states having the transitions on all the input symbols. For example, Q naught is whether Q naught is having the transition on 0 comma 1, whether Q1 is transition on 0 comma 1, whether Q2 is having the transition on 0 comma 1. Okay, these things are happened in only DFA, not in NFA. No, because NFA means the transition, the possible transitions are 0 transition, there is no transition for the particular input symbol, then 1 transition for the particular input symbol, and 1 or more transitions for the particular input symbol. So these cases are also are possible in NFA. Okay, so the construction of NFA is very easy to compare with the construction of DFA. Next step, quintuples. Here Q, number of states Q0, Q1, Q2, and input symbol 0, 1, and starting state Q0, your final state Q2. Next you have to write transition function in terms of transition table. So this is the number of states Q0, Q1, Q2. So Q0 is the starting state, Q2 is the final state. On receiving Q0, on receiving 0, Q0 goes to Q1. On receiving 1, there is no transition here, that is why I add 5. So from Q1 on receiving 0, there was no transition, so I add here 5. On receiving 1, it moves to Q2. So from Q2 on receiving 0 and 1, it is being in the same state, retains in the same state, Q2. Okay, so that's it. This is the problem number 1. The second problem, design an NFA with alphabet 0, 1 in which double 1 is followed by double 0. Okay, that is double 1 is followed by double 0. So this is the language for the particular problem. So double 1. Okay, so next double 0. So after that, it can be in any order. Okay, so this is the automata. So double 1, then double 0. So on or before double 1, double 0, it may be any order. So that is why I just add here 0, 1 and 0, 1. Okay, so this is the possible number. Then quintuples, according to the quintuples, Q possible number of states, Q 4, which means 5 states are possible. Then starting state Q0, where final state Q4, transition table. Here, seeing the transition table. On receiving 0, Q0 goes to Q0. On receiving 1, Q0 goes to, there are two possible cases, Q0 and Q1. This is actually not happening. You can't see these things in DFA, but it is possible in NFA. Okay, so there is no transition for 0 from Q1, so 5 add here. So on 1, Q1 goes to Q2. So this is the transition table. So in the last step, just to take take a sample string and work on this string, whether this string is accepted or not. The same way as you have done for your DFA. The same step. The first one, construction of first one, you have to write the language for the given problem. In the second one, you have to construct the transition diagram. And the third one, write down the quintuples from the transition diagram, and then draw the transition table. Finally, one example. Okay. So thank you. See you on the next lecture.